Great morning to all. This is Gambling Tips and Tricks 101, and I am here with some information. I will be discussing what it means to play responsible and how, in my opinion, paying it forward, and the two types of players. And it may be more players, but I'm just covering two, in my opinion. And it will not be done in that order. First, I want to start with the two types of players. The two types of players are the ones that come to play and the ones that come to win, with the expectations of winning. The ones that come to play, they are not conscious of how much they're winning or how much they losing, and at the end they walking out with nothing. They'll tell you, I lost it all, I played it bad, but I had fun. Or you the ones that got to take the walk of shame and get out to your car and home and start sobbing because I just want to play. I was one of those. I like the game. I like to play, win or lose. I come to play. But when I have that attitude of I'm coming to play, I don't walk away with nothing. All the time, I walk away with nothing because I come to play. And if I do walk away with something, you best to believe the next day I'm taking that money back because I'm coming to play. And I generally lose it. I lose it. Not generally, I lose it. But when you come with the expectations of winning, that is on your mind. And you're going to leave with something. You're going to be conscious of your money. You're going to be conscious of your losses. You're going to be conscious of your wins. And you're going to leave with something. Those are the two type of players that I've experienced in my life. In the beginning, I came to win. If I had $20 to my name, I would go down there to the gambling house and double it and leave. Triple it and leave. Quadruple, leave. It wasn't, let me get one more spin. No, it was cash out and get the hell out and stay out. Because you came with a purpose. Okay? You needed to double this money or triple it for something. You have a plan, you have a goal in mind, and you stick to that. A player will just continue to put money in knowing they losing. Knowing they losing. I'm not talking about a win in between, a first win, a last win. No, I'm saying put in money in the machine and you know you losing. I've done that. Oops, lost $100. Here's another one. And then next thing you know, I'm 500, 300 in the hole and not walking out with nothing but shame and tears. If you are coming to play, I'm not counting your pockets. I don't know your lifestyle. I don't know your economic situation, but I don't have $100 to lose. And to someone like me, $100 is a lot of money. If you just come into play, you're playing the lowest bet, and you coming in with a few dollars. Then you have some that don't know what they're doing and come in there with a few dollars and lose it all because I like to play. And then you muster up some more money and go back the next day or two more times in a week until you exhaust your money and you don't have nothing to show, nothing to come home with. Why? Because you came to play. If you are a player, kudos to you. Can I borrow $1? Because you got money to blow. When you're going to the gambling house, you're going with the expectations, I hope, to win money. This is your money you're spending that you worked for, that you got cussed out over at these jobs. Even if you self-employed, you dealing with customers and peoples and employees, and I work too hard for my money to give it to a machine that is offering a return. But because you come to play, you play it back. You give it back. Okay. Those who come to win. I don't know what your bankroll look like, but when you come to win, 9 out of 10, you're betting. Win, lose, or draw. You're betting. You're not betting what I've heard some people at the gambling house call the lowest bet, EBT. 88 cents is EBT to this white man. He say him and his friends call the 88 cent bet EBT. So I don't want to be disrespectful, but people that's coming to win cash money, they're betting. Have I jackpot off of 88 cent? Yes, a few times. Have I gotten over or up to $200 on 88 cent bet? Yes, I have. The machine determines how much they're going to pay out. If you have a amount that will allow you to bet higher, I suggest that you do so. Because it puts you in a position to get back a decent return. And when you get that money, you will leave. Remember what kind of player you are. Are you playing to win? Or are you playing for fun? Because people who play for fun are not winners. It's all about having fun, not about winning. Paying it forward. I had several women in the beginning to coach me through playing Bazoo Zafu. They gave me some tools. They gave me some tips. They gave me some tricks. So what I learned and what I have applied, not all the time I play, but I have applied, it has worked. It stands, right? Today is Sunday, so it's Friday night. I walked past a young lady's machine, and I noticed she had $300 credit. I went home and I came back about an hour or two later, and she was 200 some dollars down. So I sat one chair over and I said, "Excuse me." Now I'm playing. I said, "Excuse me, how are the machines running over here? Are you doing well?" She says, "I was." I say, "Yeah, because I walked past you earlier and you were up." She like, "Yeah, I'm not doing good." So I began to play and looked like she began to pick up a little bit. So then when I ran out of money, I asked her, "Do she mind if I sit here and watch her play?" She like, "Yeah, I don't mind." So I see her going up and down, but not back to where she was when I saw her about a few hours ago. So her and I engaged in a conversation. She let me know, well, she asked me if I was from Kentucky. I said, "No, I'm not from Kentucky." She like, "Well, I'm a truck driver. I drive past here and I decided to stop." And she let me know that she was from Houston. And I'm like, "Lady, I lived in Houston. I lived in quite a few places in Houston." So we connected that way. So I says, "Well, lady, I'm not counting your money, but do you mind if I tell you to increase your bet because you are losing money?" Now, this is what I mean by paying it forward. She told me that that was her first time in there. And I visibly see she's losing money. So the tips and tricks that I learned, I passed them forward to her. Her 100 odd dollars turned into $600 because she listened to the tips and the tricks. She was playing 176 1 cent, 264 1 cent. I said, "Baby, go up to 5 cents." She took off 240 on a 5 cent and 480 on a 5 cent. Then she went down to 88-cent double and a 176. Now she down to $400. I said, "Baby, if you don't mind, your sweet spot was 480 on a 5 cent. You need to go back there. That's where you need to be." No sooner she changed the denom, pop, 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 she went right back up to $600. I said, "Excuse me, not counting your coins." She, "No, you're fine. I'm glad you're here. Don't leave me. I wouldn't know what to do without you." All of that, right? I said, "Baby, stop playing." I watched her make frequent trips to go get cash. Frequent trips before she got back up to her $600. Cash out, go home. I am, I am, I am, I am. Okay, you at $500. I am, I am, I am. I look up because I'm back playing. She's at 300. By this time, it's nothing more for me to say. She's playing. She's playing. She's not playing to win. She's playing. Best believe she walked out of there with under 50 cents. She came to play. I said, baby, you lost all that money. Yeah, but I had fun. 600 cash dollars in your hand. And you gonna tell me, at least I had fun. So you came to play, darling. Win or lose, you don't care. When you come to play, you coming to lose. Losers come to play, to have fun. And if you have money to blow because you want to have fun, come have fun with me. And I could think of ways that you could spend your money on me. I need my hair done. Okay? Don't play with your money. I don't play when it comes to my money. But I did not know the rules, the tips, the tricks, the etiquettes of playing like I do right now. What I learned, what I was taught, I paid it forward and helped someone else who was losing money win money, but in the end, she lost it. I go back yesterday, the next day, sat on her machine that she was playing. Now, mind you, when she got up Friday night, I sat at her machine and popped it as soon as she got up for $200. I walked away with $160. And if you've been following me, you know I don't walk away because I was going to play. I went back the next day with that 160, went to 6 machines, lost that 160, playing 6 machines, trying to find that sweet spot. Coming to play. I went home. A few hours later, I went back, and I went back with a vengeance. Because I'm coming to win. My drive up to the gambling house was, I'm coming to win. My mind changed. Went back to that same machine that the young lady and I was playing. I pressed 176. I pressed 264. Absolutely nothing. That voice in my head said, go to 10 cent 480. Pop, 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 pop on Bazoo Zafu. I ignited 2 bonuses. When I got through with that bonus and pressed play, the same 2 ignited again. After that bonus ended, I tapped the play button, nothing. Tapped it again, nothing. At 480 on a 10 cent, popped it for the 3rd time. Pop, 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 pop. I won $600. I cashed out, put $500 in my pocket. I put $50 in, nothing. My dad said, play the other 50. Nothing. I walked with $500. Went to the grocery store. Went home. Banked $400. Went back with $100. Pop, 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 pop. For $400 on a 4.80 10-cent bet. Okay. As soon as I put that 100 in, hit 10 cent, hit the play, pop, 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 pop on the double up. $400. Cash my butt out. I went to the grocery store, went home, took me a nap. Me and my dad, we took a nap. We got home maybe about 2. We went back a little after 5. Went back to the same machine, put $50 in, because I go with 100. Put $50 in, got down to $2. Pop, 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 pop. There's another $200-something. Cash out, put 100 in. Pop, 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 pop. On a 352 bet. Won $300. Cashed out. Put 2 over there. Now that's 300. I got, is it 300? 300. Put the 100 back in. Pop, 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 pop. Got another 2. I walked away with at least, now I'm not counting the little extra dollars, like 380, you know. I'm just giving you whole numbers, round whole numbers. And long story short, I walked out of there with about $500. $570 to be exact. I didn't give you details. Now here comes the details. When I won that $400, a young lady, look like she about my age, roundabout, coached me as I coached the other lady Friday night. Here is this lady Friday evening coaching me. She says, hey, I plays this. I does this. Someone gave me the game and I give others the game and I'm finna give you the game. When I say that woman coached me, showed me and told me things that I did not know and I played Bazoo Zafu well enough to coach somebody else. When that lady dropped me them jewels and I was able to walk out of there with $400, maybe a little bit more, I paid her. Because she didn't have to give me the game. She literally stopped playing her game to come and sit with me and coach me through the game. She straight stopped playing. Went through her phone and showed me her wins that were amazing. But she did let me know she lost a lot of money and you're not going to win every time you walk up in there. We know that. Not only did she help me, it was a lady sitting on the end that was losing. She began to help her, and she came up. She said, I got my money back, I'm out. And she cashed out. That lets me know she came to win, not lose. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. I know I said, do not leave and come back. Leave and come back. And what I meant when I said that, and I made it clear, when you are losing, don't go home and come back. Go home and come back. You're losing. Take the L. Go home. Come back later on. Come back the next day or later in the week. But don't keep running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's not healthy. But if you win and you walk away with your winnings and you good at home in your life and you decide you want to come back, come back. Pop that thing and leave. Walk around, whatever. But when you plan to win, when that machine bless you, don't sit there and give the blessing back. You take that blessing. And I don't know if you believe in God, Jesus, Jehovah, I don't know. But brought up in the Christian faith, when God gives you a blessing, you don't give it right back. I hope not. We don't do that. We take it. What the lady told me, and I'm finna pay it forward to you all. I don't know if you play Bazoo Zafu, and this may be a tip and trick that can be applied to any game that you choose to play. I've watched YouTube videos that say the machine don't know you a person. The machine don't know your woes, your highs, your lows. Yes, it do. If they say computers have a brain, believe that. It has a memory. And it knows that you're the same loser that's feeding it money because you have not taken your money out and you playing with your card. The memory knows that it's you. That ticket got a barcode on it. It recognizes that it's you. And it recognizes that it spit money out to you. And the more you continue to play with that ticket, it's going to take its money back. Cash that ticket out. And put you some cash in there. Now the machine thinks, this is another loser. Or winner. After the machine, that's tip trick 101. You get $100, $40, $60, $30. Cash it out. Put the cash in. If you anything like me that want to spend it about 3 times before you pour your money, spend it before you pour your money. However, cash it out, and put your cash in. It's like repopulating, regenerating, starting over. Because see, we tend to keep playing with our ticket in. And before you know it, you done lost significant amount of money. It may give you money, but if you continue to play with that ticket in there, that machine is going to recognize, time for me to get my money back. And then you walk out with nothing or a little next to nothing. Remove that ticket. And if you decide to put money back in the machine, that money you put away, walk. You decide to keep your ticket in. That's your method. Because you want to have that illusion of, I got credit. Look at me. When you start seeing that or recognizing that machine getting his money back, pull out. Withdraw your cash. If you one of the ones that want to trick through the denomination, but pay attention to your money. After you trick it, you got $80 in the bank in credits, you want to trick it. Hey, if I can't get it before I reach $70, it won't be gotten. Leave. Take a break. That machine recognizes it done shelled out some money. Anytime that machine shells out money, it's recorded. It is being monitored. So it goes through a hibernation period where it needs to recalibrate. Take a pause. You know how I feel about sitting at the machine and not playing. But pause. And then stick cash, not your ticket. Because again, there's a barcode on that ticket and it's going to read what it's going to read. Cash don't have a tracker. Cash don't have your name on it. Stick fresh cash in there and play and see how that works for you. Until then, this is Tips and Tricks 101. Playing responsibly. As I mentioned, know how much you got. Set a limit for yourself. When you win, cash out, walk away. If you do not want to walk away, cash out, put fresh money in there. Do not give your blessing back to the machine that's playing responsibly. When you lose, you lose. All right? Take it on the chin. Get the hell out of there. Until next time. Love yourself, take care of yourself, and be kind to yourself.